Hey everybody, how's it going? Wanted to say a little bit about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You know, this woman, I'm convinced, has lost her ever-loving mind. This is the woman, a few years ago, she was talking about farting cows contributing to climate change. You know, I'm not really concerned about some farting cows. I'm convinced as long as cows have been on the earth, they've probably been farting, and so far they've not destroyed the earth. I'm not really concerned about some gassy cows causing a problem now, but she was having a tizzy over this a few years ago. Now this dingbat has been up congratulating the people of New York City for voting in their first socialist mayor, Muslim socialist mayor. This woman apparently has ignored history and ignored what communist and socialist regimes bring. We've seen these communist and socialist regimes fail time and time again in countries around the world. The only reason that they manage to stay in power as long as they do is because they are literally totalitarian. They come in, and there's two things they do. They ban all other political parties, and they disarm the people, at least to the most part. There's very little in the way of guns you're allowed to own. They want you literally trapped in that system. You can't vote them out, and you can't force them out. That's what they want. That's the reason they manage to stay in power as long as they do. And now this airhead is up there congratulating the people of New York for voting in a socialist to be their mayor. Unfortunately, she's not the only one. We've got Ilhan Omar, we've got Bernie Sanders. These people, they favor socialist, communist policies. They think that's some kind of a utopia. And there's a lot of people in this country that seem to think that that's the way we need to go. There's all these promises under socialism, you're going to have free this, free that, free everything. It's free with a high price. There is no freedom under these systems. Anything they give you, it comes at a price. And apparently these idiots are just completely oblivious to the history of this world and what these countries, these regimes have done to people. People literally risk their lives trying to get out of communist and socialist countries. I'm old enough to remember the Berlin Wall. This was built by the communists of East Berlin, not to keep people out. It's not that they had a problem, people trying to get in to partake of the joys of communism. This was a wall that was built to keep people in. And they had guards posted. They would shoot you for trying to get over that wall. There were people that were shot trying to get over the Berlin Wall to get out of communism. That's how great these systems are. They have to build a wall to keep people in, not to keep you out, but to keep you in. And now these idiots, they favor that kind of system. They'd like to see that here in the U.S. And unfortunately, there's a lot of American people that would like to see that. They think that would be a great system to have here in this country. It's really kind of scary knowing what's going on. But this woman, this AOC, I'm convinced this woman has literally lost her ever-loving mind. She's up there congratulating these people. And I just have a feeling New York City, I got a feeling they're going to wish they'd never seen this man that they've just voted in. When they get the full effect of what he's going to do, I got a feeling they're going to realize their mistake. Thanks for watching.